Welcome back to the channel. It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and to see 2 uploads from me in one day is a rare sight indeed, but I had a small window of opportunity here with my IRL job, and we got some breaking news coming to us for Starfield via not only Twitter, but also an official post over on the Bethesda website. This one's big. It outlines what they've got planned in the immediate future for updates to the game, and there's some great features built into this. They're not live yet. We'll go over that, but they are pushing out a Xbox patch right now. Plus, I wanted to just briefly go over a few things you need to do behind the scenes with yesterday's NVIDIA Driver update for PC. So stick with me for just a few minutes here. Pay attention. We got a lot to roll down, and let's get going. Okay, so just a quick disclaimer. It is lawn care day here in my community, so I've got weed whackers and lawnmowers galore going nuts right outside my house. If you pick up any of that on this recording, I apologize, but here we are. I'll include a link to this down in the video description. This is Bethesda.net, and the official post, it says, Starfield updates and mod support September 13th, 2023. First, an enormous thank you to all of you playing Starfield and your support. We are absolutely blown away by the response and all you love about the game. We're also reading all your great feedback on what you'd like to see improved or added to the game. This is a game we'll be supporting for years and years to come, so please keep all the feedback coming. Even if we don't get to your request immediately, we'd love to do it in the future, like city maps. Interesting they mentioned city maps. That's something that should have been in the game since launch. Yeah, the map system in this game is not adequate. Our priority initially is making sure any top blocker bugs or stability issues are addressed and adding quality of life features that many are asking for. By the way, on the bug front, I finally encountered one where I can't complete a mission. Finally seeing my first one. I'm 110 hours into the game. It has to do with taking on legendary ecliptic battleship in space. It shows in my quest line or quest log. I activate it and no marker shows up on the star map. So unfortunately, I can't do that, which is a shame because I'm heavily spec'd into everything to do with spaceships and space combat, and I can't use it on this legendary battle because the mission doesn't show up. Anyway, they continue on. This first update is a small hotfix targeted at the few top issues we are seeing. After that, expect a regular interval of updates that have top community requested features, including, and this is the part where I should just be playing the MLG hype horn just non-stop back to back. Listen to these first two. Brightness and contrast controls, HDR, calibration, menu. Now, I remember watching, I believe it was Digital Foundry talking about HDR is auto in the game. It'd be great to be able to go in and manipulate these things. I've had to go in and change the settings on my monitor. I play in 4K. It's beautiful, but you know, after 5, 6, 7 hours of staring at this thing, your eyes are just bloodshot. I wear glasses. They have a blue blocker on the lenses, but still it's not enough to be able to go in and kind of darken down things just a little bit so it's not so abusive on the eyes. It's great. Apparently it's coming. This next one is big. They're going to be installing an in-game FOV or field of view slider. How a game as monumental as Starfield, a game that seamlessly allows you to jump in and out of first-person views, ever launched without an FOV slider is beyond me. It's a question I could never properly answer if anyone ever asked me that. But apparently they see it's an issue because it is an issue, and they're going to be installing it into the game. Hopefully that one's going to be like installed tomorrow because I'm a huge stickler for the correct percentages, especially when I'm in first-person view. No ETA on this one. The next two items are the all-stars of this list. You've got NVIDIA DLSS support coming for PC. That's right, they're going to add in DLSS support that will not require the use of a mod to make it work. Once again, how this game ever launched without DLSS support is beyond me. You know, we can get beyond all this AMD exclusivity, AMD partnership with Bethesda on the game. I know about all of that. I reported about all of that. You also have Frank Azor out there on record, basically head of AMD, talking about, hey, if Bethesda wants DLSS, they have our full support. Well, here it is on the list, NVIDIA DLSS support. How this manufacturer was cut out of a game as big as Starfield? Once again, I can't answer that question. You're talking about the single biggest GPU provider on the planet. Well, apparently now their DLSS is going to be supported in-game, so no mod needed. This next one's a big item too. 32:9 ultra-wide monitor support for PC also confirmed. Those are two highly requested items on the PC side. They're both going to be supported. And then the final bullet point is eat button for food. Bethesda continues on. We're also working closely with NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel on driver support, and each update will include new stability and performance improvements. These were needed day one when the game launched. Digital Foundry also reported on this. They talked about how the game showed a 46% performance hit between an AMD processor and an Intel processor, and it was this massive dip in performance they couldn't account for. So this needs to happen ASAP. We need instant driver support across the board. Doesn't matter which CPU or GPU you're using. And they finish up with this. Additionally, we're working on our built-in mod support, Creations, which is probably the Creation Club, that will work across all platforms, similar to what we've done with Skyrim and Fallout 4. This full support is planned to launch early next year. That's not actually breaking news. We already knew that. Until then, we know our PC community is already very active in the modding space. And if you have any feedback on how we can make this better, please let us know. Modding and creating in our games will always be a vital and important part of who we are, and we love seeing the community get off to such a strong start. Keep the feedback coming. We really do read it all, and thank you all again for taking this journey with us, Bethesda Game Studios. But they're not done there. Just below there, they've got an update version 1.7.29. It says fixes and improvements, performance and stability. Here you go, Xboxers. It says Xbox Series X and S, improved stability related to installations. I've received quite a few comments about people talking about just like random crashes on the Series X. Sound off in the comment section below. After you've downloaded this latest version, 1.7.29, let me know if that's kind of continuing on. They also say various stability and performance improvements to reduce crashes and improve frame rate. Thank you on all of that. So that's actually going live today for Xbox. And then they say just below that, quests, all that money can buy. They fixed an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker. Into the Unknown fixed an issue that could prevent the quest from appearing after the game is completed. And Shadows in Neon fixed an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker. But wait, we're not done, because I quickly want to touch on NVIDIA's driver update from yesterday. This is version 537.34. I ran into this issue. You may as well. Let me talk you through how to make this work. Now, I reported on this in today's video. I showed the old driver and the FPS while I was just standing there in, I think it was New Atlantis. I showed with the new driver, basically getting the exact same FPS. And even when I hopped over to one of my 2K monitors, so a 1440p monitor, I wasn't picking up that much in the way of frames. That was on me, and many of you helped me in the comment section. That is because I had not enabled BAR support, and you have to do that through your BIOS settings. So as you start up your computer, either hold down the delete key or F2. That'll throw you over into your BIOS settings. Don't worry, you're not going to be doing a ton of manipulation in here. All you need to do, at least for me, was I looked across the top. I have an Asus motherboard, and it showed advanced. I had to click on advanced on the top, and then over on the left, it showed all these different menu settings and everything like that. You had to find the one that said PCI subsystem settings. Once you click into there, it's going to bring up a bunch of different verbiage and things like that. The one you're looking for is resize BAR support. Mine was disabled. Unfortunately, with this new driver update, it only works if BAR resize support is enabled. So once you see that resize BAR support, and you can see from the screenshots that I'm showing you here, just take them with my cell phone. If you go over there, mine was either disabled or auto. You set it to auto. Go up to the top, hit exit. It's going to ask you to save and confirm and reboot. Do so. At that point, the driver should take hold. My system on the 3090, and I have the Threadripper Pro 3975WX CPU, was then pushed up to 60 FPS, and I'm holding right around 60, which is good for me playing in 4K. So a lot of great news. Those changes have not come into the game yet. They are planned, but hopefully they come in quick, fast, and in a hurry. In the meantime, they did push over that Xbox and Xbox Series X and S updates for you all. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know if your stability has improved on both of those. And that's going to wrap it up for today. In case you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated. All my socials can be found in the video description below. Shout out to the nearly 160,000 of you that have taken the leap and hit subscribe. And a huge thanks goes out to my patrons and to those of you firing off those awesome YouTube super chats. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.